basic algebras with respect to the matrix, what are the basic operation we can do with respect to the matrix. So all these things we have seen in the last class. Not only that, we have seen some of the different types of the matrix, like a row matrix, column matrix, diagonal matrix, right? So what are the different characteristics of the different matrix? That also we have discussed in the last class. Moreover, we have seen that what is meant by the order of the matrix, what is the transpose of the matrix, what is the symmetric matrix, what is the asymmetric matrix. Can we add two matrix? What are the condition if I want to add the any two matrix? Can I subtract the any two matrix? If yes, then what conditions should be imposed on these two matrix? So all these things we have seen. We have reached up to the multiplication of the matrix. Can we multiply two matrices or not? That is first question. If we multiply two matrices, what are the conditions should be on the both of the matrices? These are the two important things we have to see. Is it possible that can I multiply with any matrix to any matrix? Is it possible or not? What are the restrictions or conditions we have to impose on what? Or only on the rows or only on the columns? Can anybody quickly can tell me when I can multiply two matrices?
The order has to be same.
Order has to be same.
No.
Yes. If it is a no,
Number
then
of
what is the
columns of one matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the other matrix.
yes, correct, exactly correct, right? Number of the columns of the first matrix is same to be number of the rows of the second matrix, right? So that is very important. Important things we have to see whenever we are multiplying two different matrices. Suppose there is a matrix A and suppose there is a matrix B. Suppose these are the two matrices, and suppose the order of this particular matrix is supposed to be M cross P, and suppose it should be P cross M, right? Number of this M represent number of rows, right? And this represent number of the columns, right? Similarly here, then what we are saying, number of columns of time being, I will say A, matrix A is same as to be number of rows of B, right? If this condition is satisfying, then we can multiply any two matrices, right? So what will be the new matrices? Suppose I will multiply A by B. Suppose this condition is satisfying these matrices A and B. So what will be this order of the new generated matrix AB? What will be the possible order?
M by N.
Mn.
M N.
M cross N, right? It will be the M cross N matrix. Let us see few example based on that. So first we have to see that how we can multiply two matrices, right? So the operation, I will not go to operation. Suppose there is a matrix A. There is a matrix A. I will write like A11, A12, A21, and A22. First, I will take as a basic 2 cross 2 matrix. Then we will go to 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, and there is supposed to be another matrix called B is equals to B11, B12, B21, and B22. Suppose these are the two matrices. Obviously, here is the square matrix, so there is no issue for the multiplication of these two matrices, right? You can check here 2 cross 2, and this is also 2 cross 2. So there is no problem. Number of columns of the first is same to be a number of rows of the second, so it is satisfying. So let us go with this product AB. So means first condition is satisfying. So we can move for their multiplication. A11, A12, A21, A22, and B11, B12, B21, B22. These are the two matrices, right? So nothing is there. Here is the product of these matrices. How we can do the product of these two matrices? Rows, first row to first column will be the first element. First row to second column, that will be second element. Second row to first column will be third element. Second row, second column will be fourth element. Let us see how we can do. Multiply this with this first. A11, B11, A11, B11 plus this to this to this. A12, sorry, A12, B21, right? So this is your first element. What we did, this we called as an element wise multiplication. A11 to B11, A12 to B21. First row, first column, first row, first column. Like this. First row, first column. This will be your first element. What will be the second element? First row, second column. That's why I will write two lines. Right? First row, second column will be your second element. So A11, B12 plus A12, B22. So this is your first row of the matrices. Is it visible what I am writing? Is it clear? Is it readable?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So this will become your first row of this product. So let us move to
Sir,
yeah,
so it's little blurry,
little.
blurry, like the letters.
Okay, just wait. Now it is improved.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So what we'll do for this element, third element of this product matrix. So this will be the second row, first column. So A21, B11 plus A22, B21. This will be your third element. Similarly, second row, second column. So here will be A21, B12 plus A22, B22. So this is your product of two matrices if the number of rows are in both the matrices are same. But how we can multiply component wise? That's basic idea you have to keep in mind. First row, first column, that will be our first element. First row, second column will be a second element. Second row, first column will be third element. Second row, second column will be the fourth. Based on this, let us see a simple example on this. Suppose there are the matrix A and B. So I think, is it visible? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and there is supposed to be another matrix, say B is equals to 1 minus 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so these are the two matrices. Now what we want AB. So what will be your AB? So let us try. First we'll write as it is. First we'll write as it is. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 minus 1 and 2 and 3. So what I said, first to first. So 1 into 1 is 1 plus first element of first. 2 into 2, 4. So this will become first element. So 1 into this minus 1. Should I write, or should I write one step below of this? Is it fine? Or else I can go like this. Exactly what I wrote here. Or after doing one operation I should go. Yes?
So you can do it like this only.
Okay, thank you. So now first element we received. So what will this? 1 minus 1 is minus 1. 2 into 3 is plus 6, right? So now the next third element will be what? 3 into 1, so 3 plus 4 into 2, 8. So 3 into minus 1, so it is a minus 3 plus 4 into 3 is 12. Okay, so what will be your final product? 1 plus 4 is 5. So minus again it is a 5. Okay, so it is 11 and minus 3 is, so it is a 9. So this is the product AB. So is it clear how to do the multiplication of 2 cross 2 matrices? Similarly 3 cross 3. There is no much difficulty, but what you have to do? You have to add one more row and one more column. Similarly here also you can add the one more row and one more column. If it is clear, then I will give you example to, you can solve few examples as a homework, because for the multiplication you have to do practice. Otherwise, sometimes you can forget multiplication of this number to this number. Otherwise, you will multiply 1 to minus 1 like that. That's why you have to do some practice. Then and then it will become a easy. Otherwise, it may will create some difficulties, right? Okay, can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will give some example for
Sir, not the last part, sir.
huh? Last part.
Yeah, not the last part. Like I was copying the.
You are copying. Okay. Okay, I will not remove that last part. Meanwhile, I will write few examples for you people. Suppose this is the matrix, another matrix, say 1 minus 1, 7 and 8. There is another matrix called as B. It is not visible. Let me do like this. So next is supposed to be 1, 2, 1, minus 1, 3, 4, 3. And another matrix I can write C as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another matrix I can write as a B over here as and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll study this how we can do 7, 8, 9. Okay, and another matrix say E is equals to minus 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Okay, so find first AB, second BC, third CD, fourth DE, fifth CE, 6 BC, BE, B is already done now. So D is already. So D with just let me write DA. Okay. So please write down these examples. So can I erase this part?
Yes, sir. But like, so like, it's very blurry. Like, I don't know, it's just me or my friends are also having the
So we
same.
can't see it.
You can't see what I wrote?
So
Yeah,
it's blurry.
so very
Yes, sir.
blurry.
Sir, the
Yeah.
ink is about to finish. That's why.
But this week is not that much concerned about.
Now,
So can you change your pen?
I will change the pen. Right. I think because of pen only.
Yeah, now it's very clear.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear.
Yeah, let me correct then what are the example I have wrote. Please write down this example and in homework you can solve these examples. So let me overwrite, meanwhile you can note all these examples. So if something is not clear, you just ask me, I can tell that what is that exactly. So overwriting is always problem. 1 minus 1, 8, 7. So B is equals to 2, 3, 1, 4, minus 1, 3. Now is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It improved. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here I wrote. So I think already you have did this. So find first AB, second BC, third CD, fourth DE, fifth CE, sixth BE, seventh one DA. Is it fine now?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
it's fine.
So now only we'll see how we can multiply 3 cross 3 matrices, and we'll do one exercise, and then meanwhile you just copy these examples. After that we can see few more examples. Okay. Can I remove this part, or are you copying?
1 minute, sir.
Huh?
1 minute, sir.
1 minute. Okay, okay, fine. It is easy, but you have to do continuous practice how you can solve 2 cross 2 or 2 cross 3 matrices. Otherwise, it is sometimes it creates a problem if you won't do practice. So it is difficult. If you do practice, it is very easy. Done? Is it done?
Like, sir, can you move a little bit, sir? Like, it's yeah.
You can take screenshot, na? Why you're writing much?
Thank you, sir. It's over.
Okay, thank you. So now we'll see one example how we can multiply a 3 cross 3 matrix rather than telling general notations. What I will do, I will directly will go for example. Suppose there is a matrix say A is equals to say 1, 2, 3, 1 minus 1, 2, 0, 1, 1, and there is supposed to be another matrix B. Suppose there will have another matrix say B. Suppose it is also 3 cross 3 matrix. Say 1, 2, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 4, 5, minus 1. Okay, suppose this is a 3 cross 3 matrices. How we can find the product of these two matrices, right? So let us see how we can do that. So it is very easy, just I will write AB. So as per our rule, number of the columns of the first has to be same as number of rows of the second. So okay, this condition is satisfying, means product of two matrices exist, right? Product of two matrices exist as per the condition. So let us write as it is 1, 2, 3, 1 minus 1, 2, 0, 1, 1. And there is another matrix, say 1, 2, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 4, 5, and minus 1. Right. So this is the matrix. So let us apply the same rule what we applied in a 2 cross 2 matrices. First row to first column. Okay. So what will happen? First row, first column will be the first element. First row, second column will be the second element. First row, third column will be a third element, and in this way we can finish a first row. Okay, let us start. 1 into 1 is 1 plus 2 into 2, 4 plus 4, 3 4s are 12. So this is your first element. First row, second column. 1 into 2, so it is 2. 2 into minus 1, so it is minus 2. 3 into 5 plus 15. So first row, third column. 1 into minus 1, it is minus 1. 2 into 3, it is 6. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So in this way, your first row is done. Is it clear? If anyone have any problem with respect to this particular operation, if it is clear, then we can move to the next. Now what we can do, take a second row and do the same operation with each element. First, horizontal line with each vertical line will give 1, 1, 1, 1 elements. So now second horizontal line to the first vertical line will give second element first element of the second. 1 into 1, say 1. Minus 1 into 2, so minus 2, plus 2 into 4 is 8. So this is your second element, first element of the second row. 1 into 2 is again 2, minus 1 into minus 1, it is a plus 1. 2 into 5 is again 10, right? So 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, minus 1 into 3, so it is minus 3. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So let us move to the last row of this matrices. This into this, you will get a first element of the third row. 0 into 1, so it is a 0, plus 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 4 is 4, so 0 into 2 is 0, plus 1 into minus 1 is a minus 1, 1 into 5 is 5. So 0 into minus 1 is 0, 1 into 3 is a 3, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So it is nothing but, so it is what, 16, 17. This plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled, so it is a 15. So minus 1 and minus 3 is minus 4 plus 6, so it is again 2. So 1 minus 2 plus 6 is plus 8 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So it is 10, 12, 13. So all are minus, so add, it is a minus 6. It is again 6. It is again 4. And it is 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Is it clear? Ah, yes. Clear na?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So I will give few more example to you people for a 3 cross 3, and you can try for that. Already I have give last example. So you try to find AB if you are. I will change only some of the elements, so it will be, things will be changed. Okay. So this will be another example for you. You can check it. So then now the whole things will be changed. Okay, I will remove, then we can go for a few more examples based on this. I will not go for the properties of the matrix because I will not feel you will use somewhere these the properties of the matrices. Like there are different properties of the matrices in the sense of like associative property and commutative property. These are the two properties with respect to your operations. Either addition of two matrices are associated or not. Addition of the matrices is commutative or not. So I will not go to these properties because we will not require much on that. So that's why I will not go. If you want, I will just write what are these properties. So rather than that, we will go for the few more examples. So it is the same. Suppose a square means what? A into a, right? That we have already known. So a cube is nothing but a into a. It is the same as a square into a, right? So it is the same what usually you do in the polynomials. Yeah. So let's write one more example based on these things. And if you can multiply or if you can multiply any matrix A by identity matrix, there will not have be any change. What is the identity matrix? Generally we denote by I, right? Suppose this is 1 0 0 1. This is called as identity matrix for 2 cross 2, and suppose this is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is the identity matrix for 3 cross 3. If you can multiply this identity matrix with any matrix A, it is the same. There will not have any change in the respective matrix. That is another property. Okay, let us write one more example. If A is equals to, if, let me change again my pen. If A is equals to, if A is equals to 0, 2, 3 and 2, 1, 4, 0, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, and B is equals to 4, 6 minus 3, 4, 6 minus 3, 1, 0 minus 2, then find the matrix X, then find a matrix, AX. Again it is happening blood. Find the matrix X such that 2A minus 3B minus X is equals to 0. Okay. First we'll solve this, then we can go for the next one. What is given and what is unknown, what we have to find. They given one equation which satisfy this. You are multiplying by 2 with matrix A, minus 3 with matrix B, and together this, after subtracting X, you are getting 0. Right, this is an equation they gave, and we have to find what is that X, so that this equation will become a 0. Right, when it is a possible, which kind of matrix has to be written here so that this matrix equation will become a 0. Okay, so how we can solve?
So we have to find out 2A minus 3B, then whatever is the value of that matrix will be X.
Yes, right. So first we have to find 2A, right? Thank you. So let us do that. So first A is already given, so we'll find 2A. So 2A is nothing but you just have to multiply each element by 2. So 0, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6. Right? 4, 2, and 8. Similarly, what is 3B? 3B is nothing but 12, 18, minus 9, 3, 0, minus 6. So let us go for first this part. This implies that what is 2A minus 3B, which is same as, is it coming blood again? We have to change the this. Yeah, okay. Meanwhile, I will write 0, 4, 6, 4, 2, 8 minus this 12, 18 minus 9, 3, 0 minus 6. So please solve this timing. Let me get another marker pen. Yeah, what is the answer?
So for the first row, minus 12,
Minus 12,
minus 14,
minus 40,
15.
15.
Then for the second row, 1 to 14.
1 to
14.
14. Yeah. Okay. So now if you can see with this equation, so what is the given? Therefore, given is 2a minus 3b minus x is equals to 0. So I can write this implies that. So we'll take this x to that side. So what will happen? 2a minus 3b is equals to x, right? So now your x is nothing but this. X is nothing but this matrix is your x. So if you can substitute this, you will get the same, right? So this is a simple example. So let me write another example. If find the value of x, y, and z. Okay, x, y, and z. The first matrix is x. Is it in shade or 2? I have to check it. X, 2, and 3. This is the first row. 7, y, 5 plus 4, 2, z minus 1, 0, 3 is equals to 5, 4, 7, 6, 3, 8. 6, 3, 8. First one is 6. Huh? Let me again write 6. So you have to solve this. I think you can do that. So it is very simple if you just do the
The
operation.
second matrix. Can you see?
Huh?
Second one. 4, 2, 3. We can't see.
Okay. It is not 4, 2. It is a Z. It is minus 1, 0, and 3. Okay, everything is visible now. So please try to solve this. Meanwhile, I will write few more example for the exercise, and then we can move to the next topic.
Value of x is equal to 1,
Yeah,
y is equal to 3,
correct.
z equal to 4.
Exactly. Thank you. So let me write next example. If A is equals to, दोनों होते हैं.
तुम्हाला किती पाहिजे?
अजून एक जर नंतर ना. Okay. Yeah, if A is equals to 2, 4, 1, 1. Show that a square minus 3a minus 2I is equals to 0. I means identity matrix. Okay. So let me write another example. A is equals to 1, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 3, 4, 3 minus 2, 3, and B is equals to another matrix minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, 6, 12, 6, 5, 10, 5. Show that AB is equals to 0. Show that AB is equals to 0. See, A is not 0, B is not 0, but their product is 0. Another example, can I write? Okay, we can stop here. One more example I will write, last example, then we can move the next. And if A is equals to, if A is equals to if A is equals to A is equals to 3, 1, minus 1, 2, and B is the another matrix, say 7, 3, 0, 6. Find matrix X, find matrix X such that, find matrix X such that AX is should be B. AX is equals to B. Okay. So these are the few examples based on that. Let's try to solve it. So if in this example, if anyone have any problem, you can ask. I can explain how you can do that. Okay. Otherwise, let us move to the next. Can I remove this part? Can I remove this exercise?
Sir, a minute, sir. Sir, can I take a screenshot of it?
Yeah, you can take. You can take.
Sir, please don't come like I have to take.
Okay, I will not erase. No problem. Once you are done, let me know. Is it done?
Sir, the answer to number 2 question is a null matrix 0, 0, 0, 0.
That is we have to show that it is telling the
No,
same.
number two, show that a square minus 3a minus 3b.
2i, yeah. Okay, show that this. It should come zero matrix, na?
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, now we'll see some elementary operation, or you call it as a transformation on the matrix, right? Elementary operation or transformation. Elementary operations, or you call it as a transformation on matrix, So what are these elementary operations, or what are the transformation means on the matrix? So suppose you have the matrix A. Okay, so what kind of operation or transformation you can do on that matrix, right? Suppose the matrix A is like this. Rather than general, I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so generally we denote this first means what? R1. This means what? R2. This means what? R3, right? So these are the rows. Similarly, what are these? These are the columns C1, C2, and C3. You can use either rows or columns, and you can perform the different transformation on the matrix, right? You can interchange any two rows. For that, what you can write? Interchanging any two rows or any two column in this matrix. So what symbol you can use? You can suppose you want to interchange R1 interchange by R2. So you will write the symbol R1 interchange by R2. So what the new matrix will happen? R1 will come to R2, R2 will go to in R1 place. So it will be 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and this is as it is 7, 8, 9. Similarly, you can interchange the column as well. If you are interested to interchange C1 by C3, C1 by C2, or C2 by C1, it is the same. So you can interchange any two rows or two columns, and generally we denote the notation like this, both arrows, right? This mark. You can multiply any row or any column by any constant number, right? Suppose if you are interested to multiply any row or any column by any scalar means any constant number, any real number. If you are interested to multiply, so you can do that. So what is that operation? You want to multiply R1 by, suppose 1 by 3 R1. So what will be interchanged? So you are interested to multiply this by 1 by 3 to first row. The meaning of this is first row. So what will happen? 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3 means what? 2, right? And rest is as it is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Similarly, you can multiply or divide. This is division, or you call it as a multiplier by 3. Either you say divide this row by 3, or you can say that multiply this first row by 1 by 3. The meaning is same, the operation will be same. So you can divide or multiply by any constant to any rows or any column. Similarly, you can add any two rows or any two columns. So how we can see that? You can add any two rows or any two columns. Suppose you want to add in R2. Suppose if you want to add R2, what do you want to add R2? R2 plus R1. Okay, so you are doing operation. You are doing operation on R2. What is that? R2 plus R1. So what will happen here? So first row will be as it is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you will add this in this. So 4 plus 1, it is 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 6 plus 3, 9. Third will be as it is 7, 8, 9. Yes. So like that, similarly, you can do operation on any two columns, addition or subtraction as well. Okay. So these are the basic operations on the rows or columns of the matrices. By using these operations, we can change the matrix what exactly we want. Actually, these operations we require while solving the universe of the matrices. Otherwise, there is no need of to see or to study this operation, elementary operations, basically. There is another method, alternative method is there called as an adjoint method. In that methods, by using that method as well, we can find out the universe of the matrix. But this is very important operations, which will help us to imagine what will happen in the next. That imaginations or that kind of logic will enhance if you will solve such a kind of examples. So these are the basic operations. Are you require a break or should I continue?
Sir,
I have a doubt.
break, please.
Huh? Yes,
So
please.
I have a doubt.
चाहिए? Do you
Yes,
need
sir.
break? Huh?
Yes, sir. We need a
Yes,
break.
sir.
Yeah, so we'll take a 5-minute break, then I will back with another concept. So meanwhile, if anyone have any problem, please note down it once.
Sir, am I not audible, sir? Hello.
Yes.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, actually, I was asking you, like, I was calling you since the last 2 minutes, but then unfortunately, my voice wasn't heard. Okay, never mind. So, yes, I just want to know what does the symbols right after R2 denotes, like R1, when we interchange R1 and R2.
That is actually approximate symbol. Actually, that is
Looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like a similar symbol or something like that.
Or
Similarity.
similarly, you can say like that. Okay, that notation
Thank you,
generally
sir.
we uses means what is happening. It is operations that we are telling by these notations. Operation on this these operations we are operating on particular matrix. This operation or this particular operations. What is telling this operation you perform after this operation? What we change? So that similar to or equal to, it is just like that. After that, how it will turn, that is the meaning. Okay, we'll have a 5-minute break. Yeah, can we start?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. I don't know how it happens, but when I did that time, it was not paused. Since how long it was paused?
After the break.
After the break, after the break, I clicked on that on the recording. Yeah, okay. See, regarding the change of the sign, is it always first the minus and the plus? Yeah. In this way, about the which minus you are asking about this or about this. So first here positive, then here negative sign, then positive alternatively. Suppose this is a 3 cross 3, so how many signs will be there? There will be 3 signs. So alternatively, first positive, second negative, third positive. Suppose if we have 4 cross 4 plus minus plus, fourth again will be minus. Right? Like that. That will be the alternative sign. Always first will be positive. Always first the minus and then plus. No, always first plus then minus. If you are asking here, then this is only multiplication of this minus multiplication of this. Yeah, sure, I will upload the video, no problem. Yeah, I will upload that. I don't know which part now it is not recorded. That part we'll see just. Okay. Yeah, we'll move to the next part. If you seen that if it is not recording, please just inform me so that I can press on that button for the recording. Okay, so let me remove this part now. Now we'll see some properties of the determinants. There are some properties are there which are the important properties of the determinants, and they are very useful while doing the calculations. Suppose there is a matrix, sorry, any determinant is there. If you can change its rows and column, okay, if you can interchange any row properties of determinant. Okay, so let me write the value of the determinant, the value of the determinant. I will write symbol like this. The value of the determinant remains unchanged. Remains unchanged. Unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. If its rows and columns are interchanged. What does it mean? Suppose there is a determinant, okay, and if you interchange rows by columns or columns by rows, the value of the determinant is remains same. Let us try for the with one example. Say here 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Okay, like that. So what will be the determinant of this? So it is 3 minus into minus 2, isn't it? Right. So after solving this will be a positive again, right? 3 plus 2 again, 5. So if you can interchange rows by columns or columns by rows, so what will happen? So suppose if I interchange rows by columns and columns by rows means what? So first will become second, second will become first, right? Our first rows will be like this: 2, 3, 1, minus 1. Okay. So what will happen now? This will be minus 2. Okay. Minus minus 3. So it is minus 5. The value of the sign will be changed. It's rows and columns. Sorry, either rows or columns. Then sign has to be changed. The value of the determinant remains unchanged if rows and column are interchanged. Rows and columns. First row, if you can write as a column, I think. Okay, 2, 4. Okay, column as a rows, not column by column. Column as a rows. Like this. First row has to be a first column. So suppose this will be 1, 2, and this will be minus 1, 3. So what will happen now? Let's check. Then the values should be same. So it is 3 minus 2. So again it will be plus 5. Right? The value of the determinants remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. If you can transfer rows to column, then the value of the determinant will be same. If you can, what will be the second? If you can interchange row, any 2 rows or any 2 columns, the value, the sign of the determinant will be changed. If you interchange, if any 2 rows, or 2 columns interchange, then the sign of the determinant, the value of the the value of the determinant, then the value of the determinant changed by only sign. If you can change any 2 rows or any 2 columns, then what will happen? The sign of the determinant only change. In this same example, you can see that, just if you can take the same example, and then you can see that if I interchange this row by this row, so what will happen? Minus 1, 3, 1, 2. So what will happen here? So it will be a minus 2 minus, this will be 3. So it will be a minus 5. So it will be changed by only sign. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Third property will be that if any 2 rows or 2 columns are same, then the value of determinant will be 0. If any 2 rows or any 2 columns are same, if any 2 rows or any 2 columns are same in the determinant, then the value of the determinant is 0. We see one example also. If any 2 rows or columns, any 2 rows or 2 columns are same, then the value of the determinant is 0. Let us see how this is. Let us try with one example. Suppose there is a determinant is called as 1, 2, 3, 1 minus 1, 2, and suppose again I will take a repeated any already There is no scope for the column cell. So we same the same row, say 1, 2, 3. Right? So as per this rule, the value of this determinant should be same. Alright. So let us try with that. Determinant of A is equals to, so keep first as it is 1, determinant of this, say -1, 2, 2 and 3, -2 into, remove this and this, say 1, 2, 1, 3 plus 3 into, if you can take this out, so 1 minus 1, 1 and 2, right? So this is nothing but 1 into, so it is minus 3 minus 4 minus 2 into, it is 3 minus 2 plus 3 into, it is 2 minus, and this minus become a plus, so it is plus 1. So what is that? So it is a minus 7 minus, so 3 minus 2, it is again minus 2, it is plus, it is 2 into 3 and 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 into 3 is 9. So what is happening? It is 0. Means if any two rows or any two columns in the determinants are same, then the value of the corresponding determinant will be 0. Okay. Next property is that if you can multiply by any constant k with any rows or any column, then the value of the determinant will be multiple of that number. Means what? Means what? If you will multiply by any number, if you multiply any number, if you multiply, if we multiply by any number k, any number k to the determinant, the value of that determinant, the value of that determinant, sorry, I did something mistake. If we multiply by any number to any row or any column, multiply to the any row or column, then the value of the determinant, then the value of the determinant, then the value of the determinant is multiple of k. So for example, suppose A is the determinant like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a determinant. Suppose here if I k is considered as a 2. Suppose I am multiplying this particular determinant by any row or any column by 2. Okay, suppose if I am multiplying 2 with R1 means first row only, so it will be 2, 4, 3, 4, right? So now what will be the determinant of A? This we will call particularly supposed to be an A1. Okay, so what will be this A? Determinant of A is nothing but 4 minus 6, so it is minus 2, right? So what will be happen here? The determinant of this particular, it is 8 minus 12, right? So what is that? Minus 4. You multiply by what? By number 2. So 2 into minus 2. It is meaning that if you can multiply any row or any column by any number k, then then the value of that corresponding determinant will be multiple of that number only. So here we multiply to this row by only the number 2. So it is a multiple of that determinant only. Okay, is it clear? So any properties remained? Let me check. I don't think so. Any two rows are interchanged, the sign will be changed. Yeah, any two rows are the same, then it will be 0. Yes. So up to this, it is a clear.
Yes, sir.
Do you need some exercise based on this? You can take the same matrices which we have given in the 3x3 or 2x2 matrices and try to find out their determinants. Right. Suppose if I give the big matrices, right? So what happened in one of the exam, I gave 5x5 or determinant, and I asked them to find out the determinants. So the whole class got surprised how this much of big determinant we can solve, right? But there I have used one property which I said earlier now, third property. I have given second row which is the same as the fifth row, right? But they didn't observe anyone. Some of them are clever, they immediately saw that, hey, these two are the same. So as per the property of the determinant, the value of the determinant should be 0. Actually, I gave this exercise for 5 marks in the test, but some of the people tried to solve and they got the 0, but they did all the calculations. Those who came from the mathematics background, what they did all this operation. They took first element out, then they reduced it into 4x4 determinant, again it reduced into 3x3, and then they solved like that. But we have to observe clearly sometimes that what are the numbers in the rows, what are the numbers in the columns. Either any row is a multiple of any column or not. Sometimes this kind of examples also will be there where you have to see the carefully, where the answer of that corresponding determinants may come 0. Say 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, and if I multiply by this, so it will become 2, 4, and 6, right? So if we can see what will be the determinant of this particular determinant, what will be the determinant of this particular matrix? Is a matrix only, a binary. What it will become?
So 0.
Right. So because this row is a multiple of these, right? This you can write as same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is as it is. If you can take 2, it's outside. So it is 1, 2, and 3. It is the same. If you can take this 2, it is a multiple of this, right? So if any row is or any column is like that, multiple of others, so that time also the value of the determinant will come out 0. So what is the remainder? Now in next class we will see how to find the inverse of the matrix, right? How to find the inverse of the matrix. We can find the inverse of matrix in 2 ways. One is by using the elementary operations. So we will not go much detail in that because it is a tedious job, and those, I think most of the students came from the non-mathematics background. So for them it may be difficult. It is not that much. Okay. So then everyone should know how to do that. So that's why basically we will take a few examples how we can find the inverse of 2x2 matrix by using the elementary operations. And one more example we can take how we can find the inverse of 3x3 matrices by using elementary operations. So for that purpose, we require the determinant because when we can say that the inverse of the matrix is exists, so there are two conditions. If you are interested to find the inverse of that particular matrix A, so it should satisfy two conditions that we call as an existence condition for the matrices or matrix. So what are these conditions? First, the given matrix should be a square matrix. Given matrix should be a square matrix, and second is that the determinant of that particular matrix should be different from 0, or sometime we call it as a, I will not use that the definition of the singular matrix. Singular matrix, when we can say that a matrix is a singular matrix if the determinant of that particular matrix is a 0. If the determinant of that particular matrix is a 0, then we can say that that particular matrix is a singular matrix. Okay. If it is not equals to 0, then you can say that it is a non-singular. So for existence of the inverse of the matrix A is that there are two conditions. First, A should be a square matrix. It should be a square matrix for existence. Generally, we denote the A inverse is nothing but A raised to minus 1. A raised to minus 1. Okay. This is the for inverse. For the inverse, generally we denote the symbol by like this. If any matrix A will have inverse only when if it satisfies two conditions. First, A should be a square matrix. Second, the determinant of that particular matrix should be different than 0. Okay, it should not be 0. Sometimes this condition we call as a non-singular matrix. Okay, sometimes we call this as a non-singular matrix. Means what? The determinant of that particular matrix is a non-zero. Okay, so for that we will see there will have some operations we have to do. Some of the things are there. Okay. Generally, we know that this condition A inverse is equals to I. So this is what like this. It is same like our general multiplication of the two numbers. Say 1. Suppose here is a 2. So what is the inverse of 2? Inverse of 2 means reverse of this. 1 by 2. Right? What will come? It will come on I. Here is 1. It is a matrix notation. That's why. Or else, if you want in the same notation also, you can do that. What I'm saying here, 2 into 2 inverse should come what? So this is nothing but what? 2 into 2 inverse means 1 upon 2. So this is get cancelled with this. This is become 1 identity matrix. Here is identity matrix. It is the identity element 1. If you will multiply with 1 by any number, nothing will be changed. That's why we call it as an identity number or identity matrix. Right? So with all these things, I will stop here, and hopefully in the next class we will see how to find the inverse of 2 cross 2 matrix, 3 cross 3 matrix by using elementary operations. Now if anyone have any doubt up to this class, they can ask openly, or else they can chat, or I think already one group is created, they can post on that group.
Hello. Sir.
Yeah. Please.
Sir, can you give me some site? Like I need to write it down.
Yes. Just this is again I am going to repeat in the next class. This is just a hint, you can say that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So today I will try to download this whole our video lecture, and I will try to upload it on a YouTube channel. Okay. Any doubt? Can we stop here?
Yes.
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.